Hello and welcome. Vic here with Tube Relevance, and we're going to be live streaming Marvel's Avengers. This is Marvel's Avengers Live, where we are not just going to play the game, we're going to talk about music, we're going to talk about rock and roll, we're going to talk about women, we're going to talk about things and situations. If you have a topic you'd like us to talk about as we're playing, put it in the chat below this video, and let's go. My buddy Dark Ronan is going to join us tonight. How you doing, buddy?
Doing well, Vic. How you doing?
Good. So we've had some epic gameplay, and we're also really excited about the DLCs and the new updates and all the stuff that's there. But you're a rock and roll musician. Tell us a little bit about yourself, as much as you can. And let's get this show on the road. I'm going to start the game.
All right. Well, like I was telling you before, Vic, I've been performing since I was 15. Been in the music industry for many years. Played with a lot of different bands. Opened up for national acts. Did a lot of modern country national acts over the past, say, 6 years now, 7 years. Record my own music. Normally, I love playing video games, and it actually kind of lends a hand whenever I'm traveling around and stuff. I'll bring, my Xbox, or if I have a PC, and do gaming and things like that in my spare time while I'm, it's a nice activity or preoccupation, if you will. It kind of just allows me to hook up with buddies, hook up with family, friends, and just kind of have a good time. But yeah, I've been predominantly a singer, but I also play guitar. I write music and for TV and film with a writing partner out here in the LA area, and yeah. So, but I think that rock and roll and music in general and video games tend to go hand in hand. There's a lot of different players, a lot of musicians I know, and some national acts that actually enjoy playing video games as well. Another reason for that is they like to keep in contact with their friends and family, and so this is one way to do that. I happen to be a total nerd, so I love anything to do with comics, Star Wars, Star Trek, sci-fi stuff. So games like Avengers, is always a good time. And since I am a huge fan of comics, this game in particular, I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with this, considering there's so many different types of characters that you can play. Of course, I've got Thor is one of my favorites. I love Captain America. So this is just a fun, cool way to kind of like extend those stories from the comic books, and then of course the movies. And there's going to be a lot of DLCs for this game, it seems. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, definitely. For those of you who don't know what a DLC is, that's downloadable content. And basically, this game, as I understand it, the timeline is after the movies, if I'm correct. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of how I get it. It's after they save the world, after Infinity War, after the world has gone crazy. Another threat is on the horizon, and this crazy corporation called AIM is making AI robots, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm a little bit of a SEO nerd, search engine optimization nerd. My business partner, Bob Heyman, coined the term search engine optimization. And he was actually the band manager for Jefferson Starship
we've got a situation
back in the day. You've heard of search engine optimization, right? SEO?
Yes.
That's like, yeah. So I got started with SEO in '96, and Bob coined the term in '95, and I was one of the top guys in the industry doing this stuff way back then. Well, what a lot of people don't know
the Avengers
is
are happy
that,
to assist, Theo.
especially on YouTube, it's not so much about your keywords as about your voice. It's what you say in your videos is more important than what you type, what you title. You've got to have really great thumbnails. You've got to have really great content. You got to keep people's attention. And they're really looking mostly at how many minutes people listen to you and watch what you do.
We're landing
I
at
could
the
That's
say
interesting.
that
of the
this
facility.
Marvel's
Be
Avengers
careful on
game
your approach, Avengers.
is like an endless supply of content. It's never boring because it's always different.
Yeah,
I've never
that's true.
seen a frame the same. You know?
I do want to make a correction for you, Vic. I don't think that this happens after all the movies because, well, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movies, but Iron Man ended up dying in the movies at this point, and we've got Iron
they're
Man
making a
here.
new one. Did you hear about that? That he comes back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the new Iron Man. They've even released the trailer for it. He's alive.
Okay, I did not hear about
So-
this, so that's exciting too.
Yes, that's exciting. Yes, and Robert Downey Jr. is in
Our enemies are
the movie apparently.
Okay, I'm gonna dig that. So I was kind of upset when Robert Downey Jr. When his Iron Man character died because he did such an amazing job as Iron Man. I can't really see anyone else doing Iron Man at this point. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's again they'll probably do some sort of time reversal, parallel universe kind of thing, and then he'll be back.
By the way, I'm probably gonna die a lot in this one because the power level is really high.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
also
gonna give
learned
it-
you get much better gear if you play on Challenge 4.
Really
Yeah. Yeah.
fine with that.
So, and you get more
I
XP.
like-
It's all around. It's all goodness, right?
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, I always like to give things a try, even if it looks like
There they are.
everything is against me. Just kind
Yeah,
of
definitely.
forces me to
Well, the
play
reason I
in
was
a more
talking about-
defensive mode.
The reason I was talking about search engine optimization, I did a search, and I'm gonna make the video hopefully this week. But take a guess if you type in, like, what's the most popular stuff that people are searching for right now with Marvel
motorhomes.
Avengers and then the word how to.
Oh, well, definitely. That is
Mar-
the first and foremost is a how-to.
Well, it's actually not even the game. When you search for Marvel Avengers how to, the world wants to know what order did you watch the movies? Like, how to watch the movies in order. And I found a bunch of articles on that. I did not know this, but there's 20 Marvel Avengers movies. 20 of them. That's a lot of movies.
Yeah, it is.
And Captain America is the one you should watch first because it's a period piece in terms of the timeline. If you want to watch the movies in terms of timeline, Captain America is what you want to watch first. So it's kind of synchronicity. You're playing Captain America.
Well done, Avengers.
Right?
Yeah.
The guard post is unaware.
So I was
right,
thinking of
'cause
shooting
Captain
a video
America's
that
the
basically
first.
path to the
goes
entrance is
through the
very narrow.
movies in order and then have little clips from this game so that you can kind of track the storyline. I think it'd
That
be
sounds
really
like
cool if they actually had a plug-in that allowed Crystal Dynamics, if you're ever watching this video, it would be so cool to have Captain America like go back in, in the early war.
Head for the location.
You
on
know,
your
kind of
mark.
like a Call of Duty style,
Well, there is
like
time
Modern
travel.
Warfare 2 or something. Yeah,
So
there is time
travel, so we could do like a full-on Captain America against the Red Skull and things like that. That would be pretty amazing.
It would be so amazing. That's what I would like to see. Start in the beginning with Captain America and then open up a portal and Thor comes through. Yeah.
That would be an interesting game. That would be an interesting kind of continuation.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use my Frost ability. I'm kind of like done with these guys. I'm not even sure if the rest of you are here. I think I was playing the objective, and I'm not sure if anyone else is here but me. I think everyone is looting chests right now. I think you're all looting chests.
I found a
Yep,
chest over
you
here.
were looting chests. Yeah.
Yes.
We can do this.
Oh, so you're already over there. Okay.
Yeah, what I like to do, it's kind of a ninja tactic, but what I do is I drop a cross over there, whittle them down a little bit.
Can't make this easy for you.
Because they take AoE damage from my ability for a few seconds, and it kind of lowers their shield, so when the rest of us showed up, it's easier to take them down.
Makes sense.
Now, if you've watched some of my other videos, you want to definitely watch the one about how to find and team up with your friends. We found this to be a bug, that if your friends are on the same character as you, they can't actually be added to your party.
Well done. That squad member has been neutralized.
So in other words, if your friend is playing Captain America and you're playing
The
Captain
team is no
America,
longer a threat.
you've got to go to the base and switch characters so that both of you can join the same group. It gets really gnarly if 4 of you are trying to play because there's only 6 possible characters.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
But I highly
Okay.
recommend if you're just watching Marvel Avengers for the very first time and you've not even finished the campaign, drives me crazy when I see people, you know, like level 1
Okay, folks. The short of it
with
is,
no gear
because
score,
the gamma process mutates
playing
DNA,
multiplayer.
The Abomination clone we're looking for was never human in the first place. No
Yeah, you're going to be picking up your friend over and over and over again. So
Maybe the opposite for inhuman.
I actually had to say, Vic, I'm shocked that I was able to get through that part, considering the level is so high. I've been trying to change up my tactics to be a lot more defensive than normal and use a lot more ranged attacks, but I just went down one time. I thought I'd be going down a whole lot more. So,
Yeah, you're doing great.
like the outfit, by the
Yeah.
way, your Thor outfit's looking good.
Thank you. Yeah, I always tell people you want to make sure that you use the elevator time to make sure you go into your gear and your skills. Drives me also, it's a little pet peeve, drives me crazy if people are doing their gear while everyone's waiting to start. So I'm doing my gear
Yeah.
right now.
That's what I'm doing right now as well. Try to, you know, not anger anyone when we're. I did have a person that was doing that every time we would be using an elevator. They didn't take the time to change up their gear or anything like that. And I'm already running. I'm getting into trouble, and my partner is hanging out in the elevator, still messing around with stuff.
But what's worse than that is going into the elevator too soon when you're trying to get a chest, and all of a sudden, bam, you're teleported out.
Yeah. I am enjoying playing Captain America. I didn't realize some of the
It's a lot of
techniques
fun.
that he has are pretty
Yeah.
amazing. All the ricochets and stuff he can do with his shields, pretty sweet.
Oh yes, you can ricochet up to like 8 times once you have unlocked all your masteries. But I'm enjoying Thor among the best. I sort of really mastered Iron Man. I'm still trying to figure Thor out a little bit.
Thor is amazing, but it does take a little bit of time to get used to it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that was all of them.
There's
for
some
the time
stuff that
being.
you'll unlock for Thor that, like being able to drop the hammer and then it brings a whole huge residual lightning charge down while it's on the ground,
Yes.
so any enemies that are around get messed up. It's pretty sweet.
What's the key command for that?
It is. I think it's in the mastery. I think it's
Yeah, I've
something to
unlocked
do
all
in
the
the
masteries. I've unlocked all the masteries. I'm wondering what do you initiate? Do you drop the left bumper?
These enemies
No,
must
it
be
just
defeated.
it automatically does it as soon as you. Hold on a
Oh.
second. You have to remember. Each one has a setting.
Yeah.
Each of the mastery areas, so it's one of the settings. Hold on 1 second. This is gonna be tough. All right, do this. Nice.
I think the less you think in this game, the better off you're going to be. I know it's it's kind of like, you know, like when you're playing music, you got to get in the groove. Like when I'm playing keyboard,
Oh,
the only
snap.
time that I can really get in the zone is like when I just like I'm with the crowd. All my attention's focused on the audience, and I'm not focusing on anything else. I
Makes
think
sense.
this game is kind of like that too. You know?
Get out of the way. Get some health here in a second.
Where are you? Let's see where you are.
I am in
I
the
think
middle of the
my
map.
goal is to be to keep you alive. Are you in the main room? Yeah.
Yes. We're gonna do some Brooklyn Brawler here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some mastery abilities and just take out everybody here. I have it equipped so that when I drop, I do bonus damage, and when I drop the lightning on top of that, I do even more damage, and all of us do more damage. So we can
That's the way to do
take
it.
out take out an entire room full with a good team.
Nice. That's some team playing right there.
Yeah.
Jarvis, is there anything in AIM's database?
Yeah, I've
about
definitely
this
leveled
one,
up,
different
so
from
that's
the
nice.
original? Other than programmed obedience and increased aggression, their notes are sparse.
So people ask me, Vic, why do you recommend people buy Marvel's Avengers? There's so many other games out there. And I'm saying, well, it's a fun game.
It really is. I mean, well, obviously, if you're not, this is definitely not like a cinematic universe kind of a thing, based off of the movies exclusively. It's more of an RPG kind of a game, but
Right.
the combat is, you know, I really enjoyed it. I mean, it's not like a turn-based game and things like that, but the RPG elements where you're building up your character and, you know, my Captain America is going to probably be totally different from Vic's as to how we've set them up, you know, as far as our gamer style is concerned. But it gives people a lot of different options as far as each of the characters play completely different from each other. So while Vic is playing Thor, I'm playing Captain America, it's like playing a completely different game from the perspective of the characters, which I really, really enjoy. So I mean, just that in and of itself, I mean, it's a great game to buy on that front.
Right. Yeah, definitely. And I think it's more of like a platform. It's sort of like, you want to think of these games, they're not just a game. It's a platform. Like look straight down. Look at this. I'm just looking straight down through the glass here. That is some cool stuff, man.
Oh, it is. I mean, the
When you
people that
realize
put this
where
game
you
together,
are-
I mean, they really outdid themselves.
Yeah. Well, it was 4 developers, Crystal Dynamics, who made Tomb Raider.
Thank you for
okay,
participating
and,
in this experiment, Avengers.
Nixies,
sure
I'm
the
not
data
sure what
I'm
other
about to
things they
gather
did, but I know that
most informative.
4 complete companies
You've
teamed
only got
up to
one
make
move,
this
Doc,
one game.
and it's never gonna work.
And
in
you
the
know that a
Avengers.
game takes usually 2 or 3 years, maybe 5 years to make. So this was not like an overnight project.
I know that there were a lot of people that were upset when they saw the characters for the first time, and they were saying, "Hey, they don't look anything like you know, the movies." And I'm thinking to myself,
No.
well, if you read the comics, it's actually they're more closer to the
A good
comics
thing.
if you're. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
And I mean, granted, this game, there are certain things about it that, as we go along, I hope that they look at, like say Captain America, for example. I really wish that he could jump a little higher. You know what I mean? To move around on the board, as well as like say the flyers that we have here, which would be Iron Man and your character Thor. I think especially Captain America, because like when you're playing Kamala, Miss Marvel, or you're playing Black Widow, they have like they can either stretch out and grab limbs, or things like that, and they move a little faster than Cap here. But these little types of things, I mean, I'm sure as we go along, they're going to update and tweak the different characters and things like that. It's not to say that this game doesn't have problems or glitches, but they're minor.
So this
as
is
far as-
Abomination, and we're just going to kill him very quickly.
Well, speak for yourself there, Vic. Yeah, I'm not really doing much to Abomination right now, but
I'm just going to beat on him, like, massively, as if there was no tomorrow. Right? Look at that. I already took him down by a third with my ultimate. You see that? I like to save up my ultimates and just drop them, like, on the boss. All
Rally cry.
Because they stack, you know? Now the command is X, 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 Y, and then trigger. X, 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 and I'm down, but I don't care. I go right back up again. X, X,
Right
X,
back
Y,
up.
and then trigger. Yeah.
oh, yep, I'm down. I stay too close. Too close.
Yeah, he
the
hits
sun.
pretty hard. But
Yes, he does.
yeah, you can always just run over to the. Now, what he also does is he drains your abilities, so you can't fly, you can't run, you can't do anything. So I just regenerate it, but look, I could easily just take him out now with hammers. If I want to play it safe.
Nice. Cap's
Right.
range ability is pretty sweet. I really love how he's able to kick the shield back at the target as well. It's pretty awesome.
Another foe taken.
I can fly again. All right, God Blast, here we go.
Trying to get some help in here. Ooh, that was close. Oh, great.
I'm gonna dodge. So if you love comic books and you love playing with other people and just having a good old time, this is a great game.
This is definitely a
Kinda.
social type of a game.
Is defeated.
Yeah.
Well done, Avengers.
You know, obviously you can play it solo and have a great time, but this definitely is built around having 4 different people coming and assembling as Avengers and playing together, and it does elevate the game when you're playing with a good group of people.
Okay, sorry
Definitely.
if
And
it sounds a little too
If you're on
unprofessional,
voice
but that
chat,
was
it's a lot
intense.
more fun and
Clone
easy
abominations
because you
are
can
no
plan
joke.
strategies.
You all
Like, we don't know who these
did
other
an
people were that
awesome
joined
job.
us,
It was a
but
pleasure
we're
to
glad
watch
that
you
they were
work.
there.
I was taking notes.
Yes,
But we finished that pretty quick,
One of
you know,
Aaron's clone
20,
nasty.
We
20
did.
minutes or so. Yep. I guess it's also that pressure of knowing that you're live on YouTube to the world, you know? And, you know, we hope that someday hundreds of thousands of people will be watching this live stream and get inspired by it, you know, a little bit. Global presence. I see this drop all the time. You know what I've started doing? If I just don't even know what I'm going to do, I log into my favorite character and then I go match make quick match with the current character.